running for the story. The first day of Jérôme Kerviel's trial provoked a media scrum. It took the former Société Générale trader and his lawyer 15 minutes to get into the courtroom. 91 different news outlets have been accredited to cover the long-awaited trial, a third of them from outside of France. The eyes of the world are on the rogue trader who in 2008 cost the French bank Société Générale nearly 5 billion euros by making risky bets. On Tuesday, television vans lined up outside the courthouse. The reporters came from all over the world. Many are business specialists, and they don't necessarily see the story from the same angle.
I remember after the case first came to light in the following weeks, only 13% of French people thought Kerviel was responsible for what happened, and 50% accused Société Générale. I'm sure that if the same thing had happened in the US or the UK, those figures would have been very different.
Meanwhile, the international press has been asking what Kerviel's case means today, 2 years after he became a global celebrity and one recession later. Was he acting alone, or was the bank responsible for the risky transactions, as his defense claims? The prosecution doesn't want the media to glorify Kerviel.
He's not the superstar that the press has been trying to portray for months now. Yes, he had superiors, but he's still the one who committed the fraud that the bank is accusing him of.
All the attention seems to have Kerviel rattled. Both sides acknowledged he was visibly distraught.
Jérôme Kerviel is expressing himself with some difficulty. Is that because he's shy, or because he's taking his time to think before he lies? That, I don't know.
Wouldn't you be tense if you were going to court, risking a prison sentence, and if you had everyone against you, if you were alone?
On the second day of the trial, Kerviel was met by less of a crowd, but the cameras aren't going away just yet. He still has at least 3 weeks of hearings ahead of him. He faces 5 years in prison and 375,000 euros in fines if found guilty.